Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. I am back again with another self-tanner review, as if I haven't already reviewed 1,000, but here we are. This is another new product that was very, very hyped up, as it is a brand that a lot of influencers and people know on social media. It is an Australian brand and it is Bondi Sands. A lot of people have used their dark mousse, their ultra dark mousse, and they just came out with a brand new product called, drum roll please, AERO. So this, let me show you a little bit closer up. This product was hyped up. I know they put a lot of stuff on their social media. They put, you know, something is coming. They did little teaser videos, but didn't say exactly what it was. So I know that they had a huge launch party for this in California, maybe LA. What was that? Was that Coachella? Maybe Coachella. So a lot of the influencers, they flew out, they had a huge party, and they launched AERO. So I think that the name is from the type of foam that it is. I think that means aerosol, I would assume. But what's cool about this product is that it's not your typical self-tan mousse. It is a really fluffy, and I'll insert a clip here of what it looks like. That's, I think, what is supposed to be stand out and different about this self-tanner. It says right on the can, quick dry formula, intense hydration, and of course their signature coconut scent. They did partner with Walgreens, and this is exclusive to Walgreens, which is pretty cool. If you aren't from the US, Walgreens is just a drugstore that usually is on every street corner. So very accessible for people to get their hands on this if they don't want to pay for shipping or have to go to a Sephora. This does retail for $29, so very consistent with the Isle of Paradise self-tanner that I reviewed in the last video. And this seems to be cheaper than your Saint Tropez, Loving Tan, all of those that are like almost double the price, especially the Loving Tan. So this is 7.61 fluid ounces. Seems to be a little bit bigger than the Isle of Paradise and some of the other self-tanners. Not bigger, but you know what I mean, more product. So that's pretty nice. It says on the back for directions. It says step 1, for an even streak-free tan, ensure your skin is clean, exfoliated, and free of any moisturizers. Step 2, apply Bondi Sands AERO liberally to a tanning mitt before using a long sweeping motion to legs, arms, and body. Use remaining residue on tanning mitt for face, elbows, and knees. Step 3, it says to leave on skin for at least 6 hours. Shower with warm water and gently pat skin dry. For the deepest tan, reapply Bondi Sands AERO 30 minutes after initial application. Which I think is interesting that they add that on to the last step 3. I know when I first used it, wanted to make sure I was doing it to where I could get it the darkest and the deepest tan, and almost just totally read over that step as it's like the last sentence in step 3, which by step 2, you're usually not paying any more attention. So I followed those exact directions when I did apply the tan. What's interesting about this self-tanner is you spray it on your mitt, and again, it's that big foam that gets a lot bigger than your normal mousse, and it almost starts to dry very quickly. So I had read reviews from other influencers saying that it did dry a lot quicker, so you had to be kind of fast with your application. When I applied it, I made sure to apply it to one area. I usually do it in sections like my lower legs, then my upper legs, stomach, arms, etc. So I started with my calves and went pretty quickly after I did apply it to the mitt. I rubbed it in very quickly. So I just did sections like that. And I did, again, moisturize all the dry spots, so my elbows, my knees, my feet, etc. It smells, oh shit. It smells amazing. It smells like every other Bondi Sands product. It does have a very different, I don't know if you can see that. It does have a very different applicator, which again is consistent with it being the aerated tan. I think they had to have a different tip. So I did notice that it was very quick drying or quick dissolving, but it went on really nicely. I know I read reviews that people said that it was streaky when applying, and I feel like as long as you go quick with the product, it didn't dry too quickly. So again, it smelled really nice. The color right away was a really, really pretty dark tan. Per the directions, I did wait 30 minutes and apply a second coat, as I like my tans very, very dark. The reviews that I was reading before trying this product were saying that it was not dark, that some of their other dark tanning products were darker than this. So I did go ahead and apply 30 minutes later a second coat of the tan. After applying, I did sleep in the tan. So again, about 7 to 8 hours in between. When I woke up, it was still a very nice dark color and had developed a little bit more. When I went to shower the product off, I did notice a lot of the tan was coming off in the shower, which is always the worst feeling after you've just slept in a tan and you see it going down the drain. So I was a little disappointed about that. I went ahead, patted dry like they say to do. Patted dry, and I did notice it was not as dark as before showering. Okay, so going into the pros and cons of the product, I do think that the pros are that it smells amazing like every other Bondi Sands product. I think the company is really, really on it with being consistent with the smell of their products. You know what you're getting. I do also love the feel of the aerated foam. It goes on more of a, what are those like desserts? Like a meringue feeling, you know, the whipped dessert. It feels so nice on the skin, and it really does not feel like you have any tan on for the first probably 5 minutes. I know that it's supposed to not feel like it. It's supposed to be super comfortable to sleep in. I didn't feel it for the first little bit after applying it, but I did still get that sticky feeling when sleeping in the tan, which was kind of disappointing because I think I would like it a lot better if it didn't feel like anything, because that's one of my, I hate that part about tanning, is getting into bed and feeling like sticky and just uncomfortable. So I do like the aerated foam, but I don't think it works as well as they said, that you can't really feel it. Another pro to this tan is the price point. I think it's kind of in that mid-range for self-tanners. There are cheaper self-tanners, of course, as the St. Moritz. Price point is actually really good, and I love that you can get it quickly at Walgreens for the US babes. As far as the UK goes, I'm sure they have it at Primark. I don't know the exact names, but Primark, I think Boots is another one. I'm not sure, don't hold me to that. I'm gonna have to check. Another pro is the color when you apply it. I think it's super dark. It's a really good undertone. It's more of that green undertone, olive undertone. So I liked that about it. The cons are. So moving on to the cons of the product, I think that first and foremost, just as I said, the product washes off a lot in the shower, and you're not left with the dark tan that you think you're getting the night before. And even when you wake up or wait those few hours to tan, which is a huge part of what self-tanners I do like. Obviously, you want to be as dark, well, I do, I don't know about you guys, but I want to be as dark as possible if I'm going to tan. So I think it was a little disappointing seeing all the product wash off and not leaving me with that dark color. Another con was their claim for the Aero tan to feel like you're not wearing any tan at all. And like I said, for the first few minutes, you don't feel like you're wearing the tan. And then as time goes on, I did still feel sticky when sleeping, which was disappointing as well. Another con to the product that I found was it didn't wear nicely. As the days went on, as the tan got older, it started getting patchy and dry and just very stubborn to remove. When I went to use actually the Bondi Sands Tan Eraser, which I really like, it was hard to get the tan off, which is still no fun when you're using the same brand's tan eraser and then you're having to scrub with a washcloth as well. They do have 30 reviews on the Bondi Sands website and they have like 4.5 stars. So those are pretty good. I think that it would work for you if you like just a lighter self-tanner. I think this would be great for people with light skin tones that aren't trying to get super, super dark. I think if Bondi Sands came out with this product in an ultra dark color, it would be a lot better. It doesn't claim to be ultra dark on the bottle. It just says aerated self-tanning foam. So they're not claiming for it to be the darkest. But if they did have this in a ultra dark color, I think I would actually like it a lot better and wouldn't mind the sticky feel and it hard to come off. So overall, I think that if you're looking for just kind of a regular, little bit lighter tan, and if you had paler skin, I think this would work great for you. For my babes that are looking for that ultra dark, deep color, even with the 2 applications, one and then one 30 minutes later, I didn't find that it was the deepest color. So maybe give it a go, find it at your local Walgreens, tell me what you think. Maybe if I did 3 layers, it would be better. I just followed the exact directions on the back and didn't get the deep, dark tan that I always am going for. Here. Okay, so those are my thoughts on the Bondi Sands AERO new, I think they called it new generation self-tanner. I think that their idea is amazing. I think that if other self-tanners will use the aerated foam product, it's really nice. If you actually couldn't feel it, it would be even better. So thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that this gives you a little bit of insight, since it is a self-tanner that you can get at the drugstore and is very accessible to everyone. Maybe give it a go. If you have tried this or have tried other Bondi Sands products, leave a comment below. I would love to know what your thoughts are. And as always, please subscribe. I am bringing a lot more self-tanning reviews, beauty reviews, all of that. So I would love to have you stick around, and I thank you so much for your support, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks so much. Love you.